Hi everyone, welcome to All Inspired. My name is Amanda. If you're new here and on my channel, we do a lot of homemaking content and hopefully along the way I'll inspire you. Today we're going to jump into a day in the life. I'm going to go ahead and take care of dinner, get in the Crock-Pot. We have full night going on with sports. It's the playoffs for soccer, so we have 3 games tonight. One kid has a game back-to-back, so she'll be quite tired after all that. So I'm going to go ahead and get dinner in the Crock-Pot and ready to go so we don't have to worry about it.
This evening, I'm going to be preparing salsa chicken for dinner. It's such an easy, healthy option for those very busy evenings. And you can even simplify this by just buying the canned salsa and adding it straight into the crock pot with your chicken. However, I have made my own salsa in the past, and it's really, really easy. And so I've just decided just to do this going forward. It makes it so good. If I was in a time crunch and I didn't have the availability to chop up all the veggies, then I would just go with the store-bought, but I really enjoy making my own salsa, so I just put in what are my favorite items. I do not put cilantro in here. I do not like it, and neither do our kids, so I just put in tomatoes, onions. You can even use some lime juice if you'd like. It's more so to preserve it so that it keeps fresh for longer. I just put in some fire roasted tomatoes as well because I'm making this, some fire roasted bell peppers because I'm making this more of I want it to be more of a Spanish dish or a Mexican dish. And I feel like that adds so much flavor to it. And so I just go ahead and add those in. It doesn't have to be, you can add in whatever you want. Honestly, it's all of the vegetables and all of the juices in there that end up tenderizing the chicken and makes it taste so good. I even take just a little bit of the marinade from the jar of fire roasted tomatoes or fire roasted peppers, and I put that in here as well just because it gives it such a wonderful flavor, and you have all of those flavors and juices that really do tenderize the meat, and it'll just fall straight off of the bone. I went ahead and cleaned my chicken. I just put it in salt water with a little bit of lemon juice and just clean it, and then pat dry it, and I season it with a chicken seasoning. And then I just throw in my pre-made salsa, or you can do your jar salsa. And then I'm going to throw in a can of fire roasted tomatoes in here. I'm not sure exactly how to fire roast my tomatoes, so I still use the can. But maybe one day I'll learn. But for now, these two just good. They add in so much flavor to the chicken. I'm going to turn this on low and just let it cook. You can really use any chicken that you'd like. I just prefer the chicken thighs. I feel like it adds a ton of flavor to the meal. But I just turn this on low and let it cook all day and go ahead and get some of my cleaning done. I wanted to do a little cleaning to the couch. I didn't want to do a real big deep clean, but because it's fall weather and right now in the area that we're in, they are plowing the cornfields, and my husband is highly allergic to corn husks. I would prefer not to upholstery clean, get out the upholstery cleaner and upholstery clean the couch every single day. However, there's so much pollen that is in the air and around our area. I need a method to where I can kind of remove some of the pollen from the couches, and we have upholstered couches, and so I just wanted to find something, and I've done this before in the past, and it's really not what I would consider a deep clean. However, the unfortunate part is you can see pollen everywhere outside. It was all over our cars until it rained. You could just see just a layer of yellow on everything. And I can even see it on our front porch right now. Our little tables that are out there, they just have a layer of yellow. And so just like inside, the pollen gets in there and it sits on top of everything. And although our couch is gray and we can't really see it, it's there. So I just want to give it a really good clean, and it is often sticky. And I'm going to vacuum to see all the crumbs and stuff up, but I don't really feel like the vacuum gets all of that sticky pollen off of it. So I am going to just use that method where I put in some Tide powder into a really warm bucket of water, and I'm just going to wipe them down. I really thoroughly wring out the cloth, and I actually used a pan lid. I've seen that on TikToks and I've tried that before. But honestly, I didn't feel like it was working that well. As long as you really, really wring out your cloth, and I use microfiber ones because they're really easy to wring out, then you won't really put too much water on the couch. That would be my only concern, is if you had a super damp rag and you were trying to wipe it down, it would put too much moisture and you would need a way to suck it out of the couch. That's what the upholstery cleaner is for. However, if you thoroughly wring out the cloth and just give it a really good wipe down, I feel like it removes all of that sticky pollen off the couch. My husband is so allergic that if he were to sit on the couch and there was a buildup of pollen, he would actually have to go take a shower because it's so much. Even when he gets home from work, he needs to hop in the shower right away because his eyes are itchy, his skin is itchy. He is just really, really highly allergic to pollen. Well, it's not pollen, it's the corn. It's the corn husks. But you can see right here, I just have my Tide bucket, my bucket with Tide in it, in warm water, and I'm just gonna really, really give that rag a really good wring and then just wipe everything down nice and thoroughly just to give my couch a nice refresh in between deep cleanings, because honestly, I need to do this every week just to make sure that my family isn't suffering from allergies. But it would be really difficult to bust out the upholstery cleaner and clean the couches every single week. I could absolutely manage it, but if this trick seems to work, I would much rather just do this than grab the upholstery cleaner every single day. So I just went ahead, every single week. I just went ahead and got all of this done because it's early in the morning and I wanted to make sure that it was nice and dry by the time everyone got home.
Said hi, 'cause I was way too shy. What would have happened if you just had passed me by the night? We keep on drinking, keep on wishing for someone out there to hold. All those little moments, the bites you didn't catch me looking over your shoulder, just at the right time. Those little moments all led me to you. Only God knew about all those little moments. Well, maybe it was fate or a part of his plan. Giving me you was like giving me another chance. Thank God that you said hi, 'cause I was way too shy. What would have happened if you just had passed me by the night? We keep on drinking, keep on wishing for someone out there to love. All those little moments, the bites you didn't catch me looking over your shoulder, just at the right time. Those little moments all led me to you. Only
I'm gonna hop on into the kitchen because of course it's one of our most used rooms and definitely gets the messiest fastest. And so I just need to go on in here, get all the clean dishes put away, get the dishes loaded into the dishwasher, and then just go ahead and get the countertops cleaned up. I'm going to use the robot vacuum to get the floors done so that I don't have to do it. I don't really feel like I need to get a deep clean. That robot vacuum works great. You'll see it coming up soon. It's the dreamy, it's amazing, and I love it. But for now, I'm just going to work on this kitchen. What do you guys have coming up for your holidays? My next video is going to be a Halloween takedown and clean with me. And then I'll put up my fall decor again. I'm actually going to leave it up for a little while. I do believe coming up soon we will put up our Christmas tree, just because I was thinking about actually decorating the Christmas tree on the evening of Thanksgiving. And so we would already have it up, and we're going to host Thanksgiving. And then when everyone leaves, my family and I can go ahead and decorate it that evening. And then that will be the beginning of my Christmas decorating series that I'll have. I'll probably do 2 or 3 videos because I'll be doing quite a bit of decorating as well as some fun DIYs. But do you guys decorate? Have you already started decorating? I've seen so many fun videos of people that will be on their front porch and they'll kick their pumpkin and then boom, it'll be like a Christmas theme. It's so much fun. I really, really enjoy it. And maybe next year I might do something like that. However, I am going to host Thanksgiving. And so I just want to keep up fall decor just a little bit longer. We have 2 families to host. I have my side of the family and my husband's side. So we'll go ahead and host both of those. And then right after Thanksgiving, I'll jump straight into Christmas decor. What type of person are you? I know it's one way or the other. You either think it's way too early to decorate for Christmas and you shouldn't be doing it until after Thanksgiving, and there's the ones that have already done it. Comment below, let me know which side are you on.
Empty faces all around me, they just fade in the blue. And I can see the shake of feeling that I'm lonelier with you. Empty faces all around me, and I can see.
If you found me over on Instagram, you know that we're still currently working on our bathroom, and it's been 2 months, and it's been a long process. And I will be sharing that with you guys in an upcoming video. But just know we have not completed it. We're still working on it. It's been a lot of work, a lot more work than we thought, and we actually just ran into a lot of issues where we thought that this was the perfect time to start it, but it may not have been. Summer was really chaotic and busy, and we just had this idea that when fall got here and the kids got back to school, everything would slow down. But we were wrong. Everything seemed to be so much more busier. They ended up having a ton of sports and activities and things that were going on, and it probably would have been more ideal just to do it during the summertime. But it's okay. It's going to get done. Slowly but surely, we will have a bathroom. We are super excited about it. And if you are interested in what is going on with that, you can always see some behind the scenes things over on Instagram. It's much easier for me to share over there, and I do it a ton. And so there's just inspiration photos. There's what we're working with, things that we've changed. I've asked a lot of opinions because there's so many decisions, and it's so hard to decide. And so I've gotten a ton of input, and I actually almost went with this one particular design of the tiles because it would have been so much easier to install. And my husband and my brother are the ones that were working on it. And then I posted it on Instagram, and every single person commented, said the other option. And they were so right because it looks so much better. And so I just went to my brother and I'm like, how hard would it be? He's like, it's not that much. Like, I can do it for sure. It's not that much harder. It would just be a whole lot easier to do it that way. And so I'm like, I'm very sorry, but I'm going to make it hard for you because it does. Like, the social media, they're right. Y'all are right. It looks so much better facing that direction than it did the other way. So if you want to check any of that out, just go on over to my Instagram page and it'll all be there for you to check out, and I will link it below so it'll make it easier for you guys. But I'm just going to keep moving along, get everything nice and wiped up. I like to do this in a particular routine so that I just wipe everything onto the floor, and then my dreamy will come right by and get it all up for me, just working top to bottom and getting everything nice and clean.
There's something different about us. We're pouring cup after cup after cup. Yeah, it's just the way we do it. Anything just to block out the real life, real life. Yeah, we're loving the way they think we're so messed up. Even if what we're doing is bad, there's so many emotions. Sharing stories that we never had, yeah, none is real. I think we're searching for reasons not to be like them. We fly around like
Now that I got my dreamy going through the house, getting the floors nice and cleaned and mopped, I'm going to take my chicken and shred it off the bone. It just falls right off. All I have to do is take 2 forks and just really tear it apart and then put it back in the crock pot. I'm going to put it on warm so that it's all ready whenever we are ready to eat. This takes about 6 to 8 hours if you have it on low, but you can also do it in 4 if you turn it on medium or high on your crock pot. Just make sure that your chicken is thoroughly cooked all the way through and at the proper temperature. But it's so good. I used to make this in the oven and it would end up a little dry, so I highly recommend the crock pot method. It just turns out so good. Plus, you don't have to be standing over it. You don't even have to be at home. You could throw all of this into the crock pot in the morning. You could even put it all together in a Tupperware container the evening before. Just put the salsa on top of the chicken and just let it marinate all night long. The next morning, grab it out of the fridge, put it in the crock pot on low, and it'll be so delicious by the time you get home. Very healthy and great meal. But now that I got that done, I'm going to move into the dining room. The kids have had breakfast and lunch in here, and there's just, you know how it is, things that it needs to get cleaned. And so then after I get this clean, I'm going to go and finish up the rest of the house while my dreamy is vacuuming and mopping the floors. That thing works so wonderful. Have you guys ever had a dreamy before? I actually caught it on sale, and I'll link it below for you guys if you're interested. But I bet there are going to be some pretty good deals coming up with Black Friday sales, so I will make sure that I link that below if I catch it on sale, because it's just so great, especially kids, pets, messes on your floors that you don't want to clean every single day. It works so great. The only thing I don't feel like it does great on is carpet. We keep ours on the main floor. That's where the main traffic is. And so we keep it down here, and it does great on the hardwoods, and it even does pretty good on the rugs, but it just doesn't do great on the carpets upstairs. So we just keep it on the main level. Let me know if you guys know of a good robot vacuum that does amazing on carpet. I would really be interested in that. Now I'm just going to show you how I plated all of the food. I went ahead and put it in a tortilla with some salsa and wrapped it up like a burrito. You could serve this over rice. You could serve this as nachos. There's unlimited options on the way that you want to serve this. It turns out so great. I just went ahead and prepped up some extra salsa, put that on the side, and served it with some chips. This was such a great, easy dinner. This is how my husband and I ate it. The children don't particularly like the salsa plain, so I just went ahead and served theirs with fruit and vegetables, and they had a little side of chips as well, but just such a great, easy, delicious dinner. Let me know if you guys have ever tried this.
I've been losing sleep and
I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one.
I can't get